Hey everybody, this is Laird of Garscadden. I have come back to YouTube once more. I just recently graduated from college, and I've kind of been lazing around, so I've kind of been avoiding YouTube videos. But anyway, I plan on doing lots of more videos. I got quite a few projects that I'm up to, um, plus a website that I am about to be the counselor of, and it involves Armenian genocide research and forums and other things of that nature. It hasn't, to my knowledge, it hasn't quite gone hot yet. It's not gone online yet. It's almost done. It's almost done developing, but I will make more YouTube videos advertising it. Looks like a really interesting website. Lots of other stuff. I'm also involved in making a book about Armenian genocide stuff. We'll see where that goes, and yeah, a lot of other things. My next video is going to be on my senior thesis for Turkish xenophobia. It's been a long time coming, so it's done. It's been done for many months now. I just haven't made the video. I've been lazy. But anyway, this one's kind of the warm-up as I come back to YouTube. This is the response video to Veritas's video series, The Presumption of Atheism, a project. And I know, Veritas, you've said, okay, it's time to move along, get to the meat of what I really want to get at, the positive atheism, which is the claim that when you say there is no God, I do not believe God exists, so there, and you say, all right, now you have to provide evidence for that. Well, you know, I actually agree with that if you are going to make a claim, you better back it up with evidence. Otherwise, why should I take you seriously? But I want to back up a little bit. I know you say, I'm done with this negative atheism thing, but I'm not. I'm dissatisfied with you writing off negative atheism like that. First of all, let me just clarify that you're the one who gave the name negative atheism, and now then you started complaining that it's a very vague and confusing word. Well, then why did you make that word up and name these people if it was going to be blurry and vague? Okay? That's your fault if it's a very vague word to describe it. I mean, why would you use such a term then, if that's, you know, your problem? So I think it would be best to ask them what they want to call themselves, and if they want to call themselves atheists, then by all means, go ahead. It's like saying you can't call yourself a Christian because that's a very vague and confusing term, when in fact you are a Christian of a very particular denomination or non-denominational or whatever. You go about your Christianity in a very unique way from various other ways of going about Christianity, yet you still call yourself a Christian. So I think it's only fair to allot atheists the same privilege to name themselves whatever they want to name themselves. Anyway, let's just go ahead and go with this negative atheism thing. You say in this video and the last video that I have addressed why negative atheism is problematic. Just refer to that video and you will understand. Well, I've watched all 3 videos. I had to stop halfway through this first one because you're moving along to positive atheism, because I'm not totally satisfied with the negative atheism thing. But I'll watch the second half as soon as I'm done with making this one. I submitted a comment trying to understand what you say is problematic about negative atheism, and I get that you imply that I understand it, that I have it right. And this is what I wrote, that this is I wrote that these are the three things that you find problematic about the term negative atheism, which parenthetically you have named yourself. You have named the atheists who think this way yourself. Anyway, 1. It's confusing. Apparently there are all these different little brands of negative atheism, and it's all blurry, and you can't tell the difference between negative atheists and agnostics, which you have to be not paying attention if you can't tell the difference between a negative atheist and an agnostic. I can explain that for you if you want, as soon as I'm done with these three things. It's not confusing. Anyway, 2, it's impossible that you have to believe something one way or the other about God's existence. You can't have a non-position about God because you're exposed to it. Agnosticism is a position too. You make the position, I don't know. That's your position. Yeah, well, that's impossible. It's impossible for it to be impossible, to be blunt. And I can go into that too. And then lastly, you say it's dishonest. You say negative atheism is essentially closet positive atheism. These people should just make the claim that God does not exist and be done with it. So, confusing, impossible, and dishonest. Okay, first of all, it's not confusing, okay? Agnostics say, I don't know, and negative atheists, the way that you use the word negative atheists, say God is non-existent until proven otherwise. So, why is that so confusing? I mean, in a fuzzy sense, it is very subtle differences, but it's quite clear that there is a difference. It's very clear. I don't know what else to say about that, Veritas. If you think it's confusing, then maybe you should pay more attention. A lot of people can see the differences. Why can't you? Second, impossible. It's not impossible. A lot of people say that they don't believe in God because it hasn't been proven yet. And they have not, there's been no evidence to suggest that this is not so, that they actually do believe that God doesn't exist because God hasn't been proven yet. So, until that is proven otherwise, that's impossible. It's impossible for that to be impossible, basically. So, my answer to that is impossible? No. Lots of people do it. It is possible. Last, you say it's dishonest. I just want to say, I don't use this word very much, but dishonest? Fuck you, okay? What do you know? How can you just stand on your soapbox and call these people dishonest? If they tell you, this is my position, and you say, liar, well, okay, screw you, all right? Get off your soapbox and, come a little bit more down to earth. Anyway, negative atheism is a valid position, Veritas, and you have to acknowledge that. If you want, you can call your video series the Presumption of, quote, positive atheism, and let it be that. Otherwise, you're just kind of insulting a lot of people and not making any difference at all. You make yourself look really bad. Anyway, that's all I want to say, Veritas. I will continue to watch your video series for as long as you continue to do it. And I will probably make more video responses. Anyway, this is Laird of Garskoden, signing out.